All right, I'm just going to come back on here now that I've had a chance to calmly think about things. So I don't know if any of you were well, hello, Katrina. If any of you were watching that last video, you saw me get a little bit heated. I didn't want to do that. It's the reason why I keep people's names out of things. I just give my point of view from the non-biased sidelines. I take a look at everything. I'm not always right, and I'll admit that. And I say that in my videos. If you don't like it, scroll on by, continue on. You are not God. You are not Judge and Jury. What did you miss? You need to go back and watch that last video, Mr. Allen. Yeah, all I was pointing out is I'm sick of the infighting. I'm sick of people fighting, and just it's nonstop. I'm sick of the bashing, and I watch it. I watch it from the sidelines, and I remove those people from my life. And I just don't like it. And there's a lot of people out there trying to play God in this movement. They are acting like the government that we are fighting. They are acting like the government we are fighting. They are dictators of this movement, and they think that their way is the only way and there's no other way. And that's not what it is. Ottawa was a grassroots movement. Ottawa happened the way it happened and exactly how it should have happened because it was grassroots. Everybody got together. Everybody was sick of the bullshit. Everybody saw hope, and everybody grabbed onto the hope, and there was more tears and hugs and love and joy and fucking all kinds of shit that I've ever seen in my life because of that. Now, it's people fucking fighting with each other and trying to have the next 15 minutes of fame, or trying to control the narrative to fit what they want to be done. Everybody knows my stance on things. I think that I'm not going to go to that convoy. If it was in my area, I'd probably go and check it out. Whether I agreed with it or didn't agree with it, numbers are fucking everything. I wouldn't do anything against my own morals, and I wouldn't do anything illegal that I didn't want to do or didn't see fit. Well, it's good to see you here, Bunny. But I will not condone people fucking bashing other people for doing something what they think is right. And I don't, it was brought to my, many other groups agree with us. The groups are the problem. That's the thing. The groups are the problem. Everybody has their own agenda. Everybody wants to do things their way, and they think everybody else's way is bullshit. I watched it happen between the conventional sheriffs and the Veterans for Freedom, James Top. I watched the fucking fighting happen. I watched the infighting happening. I watched the bullshit happening. It did nobody any good. And you know what? If it was done behind closed doors, so be it. Act like adults and do it behind closed doors. But the minute you fucking bring it into this fucking interwebs, for the world to see, you're doing yourself a disservice. I don't agree with a lot of things. I really don't. And I don't know if anybody saw what happened at the church in Ottawa, the Tupac, or whatever it is. I didn't agree with it. I didn't bash it. I didn't go online and fucking call it out. I didn't bash it. I expressed, in one video, I expressed my disagreement with it. Right? But I had chats with the people behind the scenes that were there personally, and and told them to stop doing it. This is my opinion. They then have the right to say, go fuck yourself, Terrence. Or they have the right to say, okay, Terrence, we understand. Or they have the right to block me or listen to me or not listen to me. I don't give a shit. Morning, Ryan. But when I see certain individuals just fucking bashing people all the time because it doesn't fit their narrative, they're acting like the government we're trying to fight. They're acting like tyrannical dictators in the freedom movement. And it's not just one person. I got mad at one person here on the last video, and whatever. That's gone. It's dealt with. I don't have to fucking see it or deal with it anymore. Whatever. The person that I was having that, you know what? On a personal level, I spent a lot of time with that motherfucker, and I love him. I love him like a brother. I truly do. But what has become since, and he engages in fucking putting people down and being negative, and you know, if it doesn't fit his narrative, it's wrong. You know what? People are people. They fuck up. People do stupid shit. People are gonna get drunk at a freedom rally. So what? There's other people there that can fucking put that in line and do it personally, not all over fucking social media and not for the world to see. It's the same thing that people put their relationship statuses on Facebook, you know, and their fight with their fucking hubby that night, and you know, he's a piece of shit and his shit is on the line. That's not for fucking Facebook. That's not for fucking social media. That's for fucking private in your life. Stop doing that. It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. There should be a fucking freedom status on fucking Facebook. Freedom status, confused, scared, angry, fucking, I don't know, fucking, I don't get it, but whatever. Anyways, I just want to make this second video 100%, Ryan. You got it right there. And there are so many people in this for the wrong fucking reasons. So many people are making money off this freedom movement, whether it be fucking merchandise or fucking, you know, getting fucking donations for something that's never going to happen, you know, promising a fucking, you know, an Ottawa 2.0, which is never going to happen. We're never going to see it in our history ever again. We're never going to see something that equivalent, that grassroots, that natural in our history ever again, in our lifetime for sure. You know, there's so many people that do it for the wrong reason, trying to get their 15 minutes of fame. Everybody wants to be the next Chris Barber or Tamara Litch. That's whatever. That's their prerogative. I have the choice to engage or not engage, to go or not go, to follow or not follow, to watch or not watch. I have that freedom. Okay? That's my freedom, as well as their freedom to do what they want to do. That is what we're fighting for, freedom. But people that say they're fighting for freedom, but you can't do that because these groups say that's wrong. Okay. So isn't that the opposite of what we're fighting for? We're fighting for freedom, but you can't do that? And I don't condone that. And no, these groups say that that's wrong, so we're not gonna support you, and we're gonna bash you and try to discredit your movement and denounce your movement and all kinds of shit. You're acting like fucking Trudeau. Any group or individual or person that does that, tries to denounce or discredit or do anything to any other movement, no matter what the fucking situation is, no matter what they are trying to do, you are acting like fucking Trudeau. Period. And people will try to justify their bullshit with, oh, I'm just calling out fucking people, blah, 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 blah. No, you're acting like fucking Trudeau. You don't agree with it. Doesn't fit your narrative. So you try to denounce it or to discredit it. You're fucking Trudeau. I am comparing you to Trudeau. I'm comparing you to a tyrannical dictator is what I'm comparing you to. So if that's a fucking route you want to take, and if that's where you want to go with this, fucking have at her. Happy Thursday, Andy. Exactly. You know, and I'm even going to go as far as the counter protesters. you know, they had the freedom and the right to do what they want. They have the right and freedom to stand on that corner with a fucking sign that says freedom, just as much as I have a sign that says fucking freedom, you know? It's the same fucking thing. They have every right to do that. They have the freedom to do that. They don't have the right to fucking hurt other people physically or whatever, but they have the right to do what they fucking feel is right. No, freedom isn't one-sided. Freedom is freedom. And you know what? While we're here, I'm going to bring up a little topic of something. You know, I see a lot of fucking the freedom movement being against the LGBTQ whatever. Okay? How can you fight for freedom but put something like that down? That makes no sense to me. You want freedom to be and do and body autonomy. You want freedom to be who you are and do what you want to do. You want freedom for your kids. You want freedom for everything. As long as it's not that. Right? Now, there's a few things I don't agree with. I don't agree with fucking breeding our children into something. I don't agree with teaching our kids at such an early age about sexuality and about gender, about any of that stuff. I don't agree with that. I really don't. Ryan, I would never make anybody... You know how many people in my life are vaccinated? I love each and every one. I don't, that doesn't change my opinion on anybody. I know what happened. I know how things went. You know? And I don't know, because I'm fortunate. I didn't have to fucking face those perils, right? I wasn't forced with feeding my kids or staying unvaccinated. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't forced with that, because I'm a very fortunate person. I don't know what I would have done if somebody would have said, we're going to take your house, your job, your livelihood, or take this jab. I don't know what I would have done. I'd like to think that I would have kept my ground and not done it, but yeah, for me, I don't agree with certain things. Back to that, Katrina. I don't agree with the brainwashing of the kids at that young age. You want to do it in high school? Give her. When kids are vulnerable and they're... That's the wrong word. When kids are old enough to make their own decisions, when they're above 14, 15 years old, you want to teach them about inclusivity. You want to teach them about it's okay to be who you are. It's okay if you feel like you were born in the wrong body, whatever. I don't care. That's for everybody. I don't care. Just don't like school-age children, 5, 6, 7 years old. That's wrong. Exactly, Ryan. So, and I don't care if you're, I don't even know what they stand for, lesbian, bi, LBG, gay, transgender, queer. I don't care what you are. I don't care if you identify as a female. I don't care if you identify as a male. I don't care. You are free to do that. I don't have to agree with it. I don't have to like it. I don't have to fucking engage in it. I don't have to teach my children about it. They already learn about it. And I'm very open and honest with my children about everything. Fact of the matter is, if I'm against something like that, then I'm against freedom. And that's what people don't fucking seem to understand. Freedom is not one-sided. And if in any shape or form you are fighting for freedom, but not that, you are fucking Trudeau. Period. We all bleed red. We're all fucking red on the inside, Ryan. Exactly. So anyways, I just wanted to do this video and apologize for me getting overheated, but I just had enough. And in no way, shape, or form was I going to mention his name or even bring him into anything. Nothing. Yeah, exactly. Katrina. Who cares? Let them play with dirt. Let them play with trucks. Let them play with Barbies. Let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. They're kids. You know? If they're still playing, and if your boy's playing with Barbies at age 14, well, maybe you want to have a chat with them. But that's up to you. That's for you and your children to decide, not for the school system, not for anybody else. And to do what you want. So, anyways, that's where I am. So, that was my rant for this morning. I love you all anyways. And I still love that guy that was on here. Even though I fucking freaked out on him, I still love him. I truly do. I honestly do. I spent some time with that guy. I built a personal relationship with that guy. I love what his message and I love what he stood for, but I think he lost his way. I think he lost his way. I don't think, I know he lost his way. But that's okay. He's free to do so. And I'm not free to call him out on it. I am, but that makes me a fucking clown. That makes me a Trudeau as well. So he's free to have his fucking opinions. My only thing is, stop fucking doing it online. Stop airing out your relationship status on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and Instagram. Stop doing that. If you're putting down somebody else, you're the problem. You're a piece of shit and you're fighting against freedom. Period. There is no other fucking thing to that. Oh, you jump from YouTube to Facebook. Katrina, how come you jump from YouTube to Facebook? So if anybody wants to have a civilized conversation with me, pick up the phone and call me, send me a message on Facebook Messenger, whatever you want to do, I will have a civilized conversation with you. I will not condone negativity and bashing of other people or groups or movements. This movement, this time in history we are at, means more to me than almost anything else in this world. My kids' future means more to me than anything else in this world, so I'm very passionate about it. And I watch what's happening, and I don't agree with a lot of it. But who am I to say no? That's the thing. Who am I to say no? So, like I said, you never know somebody's fucking story. You never know somebody's position. You never know where they are in life. You know how many people were probably on the verge of suicide or bankruptcy or depression or fucking whatever, or homicide or whatever. You know how many people were probably at their wit's end before the Ottawa convoy? And then the convoy happened and it gave people hope. It gave people hope, and it gave people a new purpose, and it gave people so much because of that fucking convoy. Now, who are you or who am I to stop that from happening for somebody else? So let's just say this Freedom Convoy 2.0, that is what was talked about in this original video. Let's just say that is stopping somebody from committing suicide or giving somebody hope again, because they've lost hope, because they've watched the fighting and they've watched the freedom movement dwindle and they've watched the people and all the bullshit happen. like myself, I just choose to remove myself from the situation, but there's some people that fucking get real bad anxiety and get all kinds of fucking weird shit going on in their heads. Let's just say that fucking Freedom Convoy 2.0 to Toronto helps one person from stopping from killing themselves. Who are you or me or anybody else to say it's wrong? That's a question. I want to hear the answer. Anybody have an answer to that? What happens if it gives a handful of people enough hope to keep going? Enough hope to do whatever they need to do? Answer that. No, everybody stop fucking commenting, stop chatting. So, is anybody still there? Can you still hear me? Hello? There we go. Hey, Brianne. Hey, Katrina. No, the question was simple. If that Freedom Convoy 2.0 to Toronto prevents somebody from killing themselves because they see hope or they feel hope or they fucking, whatever the reason is, if it stops them from fucking doing something stupid or gives them the courage and the hope to do something good, who am I to stop it, or you or anybody? Period. Answer that question. If it helps or saves one fucking person, you don't have to. If you don't agree with it, don't go. Period. Don't go. To denounce it or discredit it, you're acting like Trudeau. You are Trudeau. Period. Period. Anyways, I need to get some work done. That's it. That's it, Matt. Hey, Ronald. We need to unite. The groups are the problem. Every group fighting against each other is the problem. Ottawa worked because it wasn't 100 different groups. It was one group, and it was united, and it was grassroots, and it fucking did. It saved my life, and it saved millions and millions and millions of other people's lives. Just saying. So, anyways, I'm going to get to work. Love you all. Peace out. Have a great day.